Hello, hello, everybody. Hope everybody is well. Please let me know if you hear me. I think everything's going good with that. Can everybody hear me? Hey, cookies and cream. Okay. Hi, Dory. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Talk Tuesday. Let me turn my volume down on my phone. I was just testing that. Now I hear myself coming through. So, surprise, everybody. Surprise. I didn't think I would be doing any lives, but I need to get a little bit better with them. And I figured, hey, why not do an early, for me, for my time zone, lunchtime live stream, just to get comfortable. And of course, as to, build up the YouTube watch hours that most content creators work on once they begin uploading information. So I want to also, as everybody's coming in, I just have to again say thank you to everybody. Don't worry, I won't sing. I did that in the little video clip that I did before, so definitely don't worry about me not singing again today. So I do want to start out, and it's just a little bit of some sad news, but I'm going to first put the disclaimer up. Let me just make sure that it shows. Okay. And this is just fair use with the pictures that I share, as well as any information that is stated is protected under this section of the Copyright Act, as well as First Amendment rights. And then anything stated in the comment section is the comment and opinion of those that put it there, not necessarily the opinion of Mrs. VSNC09. So I just want to kind of make that clear. And now moving into our content. Hi, everybody. Hi, as you're coming in. Thank you for joining. And those that are watching on live stream, I hope you do enjoy today's content. So beginning out, just with a little bit of sad news. On Friday, I believe it was, we lost comedian A.J. Johnson. He was 55, and he's well known for his roles in Friday and Menace to Society. And I was really surprised when I heard this, and I don't think a cause of death has been determined yet, but I just wanted to pay my respects before I get into the topics for today. So again, rest in peace. So we have several what the blank topics for today. So the first one, which again is one that surprised me, but he's had his issues over the years. So for those who know his music, R&B singer Jaheim was arrested last week, or the week before, so it might be September 10th in that time frame, for animal cruelty. More than a dozen dogs were found in deplorable conditions, one having to be euthanized. He's 44 years old, and he's been charged with third-degree animal cruelty and failure to provide necessary care to an animal. I hope he's had a lot of issues in the past, so I don't know if Jaheim has found sobriety, but he really needs to. And when I saw this, I had to do a double take because I was like, what? His voice is so sultry, and he spent time in jail when he was younger, and he's truly never been right since he came out. But yeah, this is like major. Although I had to say, when I saw it, I had did a little, you had to do the Google, you have to double check a little bit just to see, is it several news media reporting it or not, just to make sure it's not some made up situation. But no, it's true. He was arrested for animal cruelty, and I'm shocked that it's not national news, because when it was the situation with a name that seems to just draw fire when you mention it, but when Michael Vick had his situation, it was like, gosh, pitchfork situation. So hopefully Jaheim gets his life together, and I hope he never owns any other dogs ever again, or any other type of animal, because I'm a dog person, and yeah, this kind of bothers the hell out of me. So another topic that I'm going to move to, which is somewhat to do with the Russell Westbrook and other artists or entertainers or sports professionals who you see a lot of chatter based on how they were dressed. So, dressing with skirts, or if they are in roles that have them dressed as women. And Flip Wilson, I'm dating myself, yes, I know. Flip Wilson, when he was on TV, had a 4-year show, and he dressed as Geraldine. Flip Wilson was seen as a comedian. He wasn't seen as pushing some agenda. So for me, I just wonder, why in 2021 is there suddenly a little bit of outrage if you see an actor or an entertainer, comedian, whomever, that either dresses as a woman or just dresses the way they want to, like you saw Russell Westbrook dressed. It was just a question, like, what are your thoughts on, do you feel there's an agenda that's, changing minds, so to speak, and how men should be dressing, etc. So it's just one of those little things that kind of pricked me a little bit, and I just wanted to kind of talk about it because I found it odd that you're talking a show that was back in the 70s, and he was funny. Flip Wilson was funny. I just remember as a child watching with my grandmother um, his show, and Geraldine, and we all would say the little things and stuff. So yes, something to consider. What's going on with the year 2021, when it seems to be an issue. So the next topic that I wanted to kind of go into is a story that really bothers me quite a bit because we see it so often. So I'm going to bring up the picture. And the gentleman's name that you're looking at is Ralph Blaine Smith. Mr. Smith spent 21 years in prison and was recently released in July, I believe. And he was going to be granted a new trial, and it was for a home invasion robbery. Well, the prosecution has decided to dismiss all charges in that case. They don't even know if a crime was ever committed. And he spent, I think it was 21 of 60 plus years in jail. This situation really breaks my heart because there's always such a rush for judgment when it comes to Black males. And many times prosecutors are just looking to close a case. Not that you've got the right person, just to close a case. Get some accolades, get the pats on the back, write the books, make the money. But you've destroyed a life. 21 years of his life is just, I can't even imagine. So I don't even know if in the state that he's in, that they have the laws in place that he will get reparations, as what I would like to call it, but that he will be compensated for his time and injustices committed against him. So what should happen is those that were involved with the case 22 years ago, because if he spent 21 years, I'm sure there was years prior, that they should probably switch places with him and maybe spend some time in jail, but just a little bit on the crazy side. So I wanted to just talk about that topic and get some of your thoughts on it. It's painful. I don't even know the person, but I can see my husband, my cousins, anybody could be caught up like this. So yeah, it's too much of a rush for judgment and rush to close out cases, and they need to really stop all of that. But let me know your thoughts, because it is something that we as a country need to really get a handle on and change up some things. So the next topic, for those that are in Sussex Squad and have joined, thank you so very much. Appreciate you being here. I really debated whether to discuss this, but I'm going to discuss them, and it's a blurry picture, and hey, it fits his mindset and heart and everything else. So I like to call him Toxic Tom. Many of us call him many things, the sperm donor, DNA donor, whatever. His name is Thomas Markle Sr. For those of you who aren't really into the Sussexes, Harry or Meghan, this is Meghan Markle's father. He has done some crazy, disgusting things over the years, but his recent stunt is just, there's just no words for it. So he did an interview. He went on an Aussie news station, putting news in quotes, because they had him come on to talk about Meghan, but he then went into explaining how the stunt he pulled, and it is a stunt, for the pictures, when he posed for the pictures prior to the wedding, the week of the wedding, and then the heart attack was to stop the wedding. These things were done to stop the wedding. I don't know of any loving father that would ever do this. Obviously, he's on the hook for somebody's paying him quite well, or just doing some crazy stuff. But he mentioned names, and the names that he mentioned are people that are connected to Harry's brother, located in the UK. They work for him. So I'm going to play the clip. Hopefully, I'm able to play this clip, and you can hear him and his words.
And of course, the photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who was with American Media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. I was just part of it. Basically,
So yes, we have the father admitting that he played into trying to stop the wedding of his daughter with just amazing. Absolutely just amazing. So as I had said, the Aussie station had no problem when they felt he was going to talk about Megan and say whatever he wanted to say about her. But suddenly, when he mentioned names, and on their TV, national TV, said that, he was involved with trying to stop the wedding, suddenly the news station apologized and are scrubbing the interview as much as they can off of social media. All I got to say is thank God for Squad for being quick on saving receipts, because the gaslighting, the Aussie station put it that he went rogue. Okay. He went rogue because he told the truth, but yet when he would have said whatever you needed him to say, and I guess he went off the script more so, that you would have been okay with him lying about something with Megan. And I have no idea. I guess he was going to come on and talk about the Time 100 pictures, which, what is there bad to say about it? I'm blown away. I don't know why I'm always blown away, but I guess when you're talking a parental relationship, you just, yeah, when people want to always say that she should, or I shouldn't say people, I should correct that and say the haters and those that want to control her are like, oh, she should make contact with her father and he should be in her life. Why? Why would she, in her right mind, ever allow him back into her life without him doing some formal TV, this is what I did, admitting all the crap that he did. This is why I did it, and this is who paid me to do it. Maybe at that point she will say, okay, you can come back, but I doubt it. He burned the bridge, and I don't think she's ever going to build it back. So whew, that is the topics that I wanted to go through today. And it is truly what the fuck are you doing, sir? So let me go and read some of the comments. And let me try to bring up some of the comments on the screen. I probably won't start at the beginning, but I'm gonna start here. Okay. Hey, Mike. Hey, Sparkle. Hi, Anna. Hi, Church Nelly. Hey, Patricia. That's an interesting thought. That's true. Hey, Lydia. See Kenneth. Hi to anybody else I may have missed. Maybe I don't see your comment in this current scroll. I don't think I'm going to do a link. I do have a hard stop in a little bit, but I hope you enjoyed these topics. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Patricia, I cover a lot of different topics on Talk Tuesdays and on Twisted Thursday. So Sussex Saturday is usually when I want to dedicate to Harry and Meghan, but that's one reason I put Toxic Tom, rid him away from discussing anything regarding Harry and Meghan, which we have some good things coming up. They're going to be going to New York City for the Global Citizen event coming up, but I'll discuss that on Saturdays live or when I post it out. So, yeah, that gets me a little choked up talking about that. Hi, Eldridge. Yes, they are. And maybe one day. One day. And I have a feeling that my parents said that one day there'll be a change, and maybe there was a small one, but this country sometimes seems to be reverting back to its bad habits. Yeah, I agree. I hope he gets compensated. He deserves, to me, just my thinking, my opinion, is that he deserves at least $1 million for each year he spent in prison. The minimum. That's where they should start at. Well, I'm glad a lot of you know who Flip Wilson is, because I was like, yeah, I'm dating myself going way back, but hey, you know. Am I Henry VIII? No, no children. You know, and in that comment, Churchinelli, when we look at like their ambitions, it's like, okay, but then you destroy it when the truth finally comes out. Like everything that you built yourself on, like I look at the Central Park Five, nothing that those prosecutors, anything that they have to say matters anymore to me because you showed your true character. Hi, Spotum. Thank you for joining, Spotum. Did you not like that picture? Just gonna go through. Yep. I think the more that people, learn a little bit about him, the less gaslighting he and the tabloid media can do, especially here, because now, he's starting all this. I want to see my daughter and I want to see my grandchildren. He has grown grandchildren that he's never met, but he is fixated on Meghan's children. So, all for the money. He would like to meet them, take pictures, all that stuff. Yeah. So you can sell it to the tabloids and whomever else. Well, who do you think it was within that family that wanted the wedding to be stopped? I have my ideas, and I think it was a concerted effort amongst two households or palaces, if you want to call them that. So, Willie and silly. That is too funny. That is too funny. Oh, I hope he keeps talking too. I think they're going to be a little bit more careful And in fact, the um, Aussie news, I hate using that word news, personnel that were on TV were just saying how they didn't have it on delay. So they're probably, anyone else that has them on will probably do a delay, and then they'll be able to at least cut out if he decides to start speaking the truth again. Or they'll beg him or pay him just to stay on task. But I don't think he, wow, really? Money, money, money. I won't sing. I was going to do the OJs. I think it's the OJs. Money, 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 money. Okay, that's a little bit of singing. That's all I'll do. Any father? Any father what? I might have missed some context to that, but any father what? He is disgraceful. Yeah, it's sad that I don't think they were on the best of terms even prior to Harry coming along, but just to show this side of yourself, because she was on TV on a TV show for what, 7 years? I think it would have been the eighth season when she was leaving to marry Harry. But you never heard anything from him. He was never on anything. He wasn't saying much. I mean, the man worked in Hollywood. He was a lighting director. He won awards for his lighting on Married with Children. So he knows how things work on the other side of the camera, so to speak. So he can't play dumb, in my opinion. He really can't play dumb. There's just no way. It doesn't work for me. I won't believe that type of gaslighting. So hopefully you all can, when you Googles, you can, one story to really share is just about Ralph Blaine Smith. Definitely share out his story. The link will be in the description, just so more people can see what happens. Thankfully, he has it's a happy ending to his story, so to speak, for Mr. Smith. But yeah, he did say the royal family owes him. I wonder how much that contract was. What is it? The unwritten or unspoken contract with the media? Excuse my tea drink. Yeah, it seems that the UK media and Aussie media are cut from the same cloth, but that's to be expected. And now here in the United States, you have where Fox recently purchased TMZ, so I'm sure we'll be getting a lot more crazy reporting coming out of that so-called media. Oh, Lord. Y'all are too funny. Oh, you're laughing at this. You can Google your own heritage jokes. Some people probably could. Oh, and I saw a picture and I was gonna share it at some point, but I saw a picture of, I guess a volcano has erupted over in Spain. Does that even sound correct? What I saw on Twitter was talking about, it showed a picture of the lava just engulfing a backyard, and it's like, whoa. Whew. Ooh, Ken. She was gonna go, yeah, well, the one that you mentioned, she really doesn't need to speak about anybody else's life and get her own together. I mean, I know she's made a career out of, talking mess about people and throwing out the gossip and all that stuff. But I don't understand why there's such venom, but maybe her check goes up when she does. It was very successful, their Australian tour in 2018, and I guess they were supposed to fall on their faces. I don't know. It's just sad to see that the hate that comes from what are supposed to be blood relatives. And for those that aren't familiar to what we're speaking, you have those in the quote, as they call it, the institution, but it's really the royal family, whatever you want to call it, the palaces, whatever, however you want to name it, are fighting on one side to try to tear them down. And then, you have Meghan's DNA donor and his spawn, because his older children, who are her half siblings, trying to tear her down. And it's all money. The one side is collecting the money, and the other side is, excuse me, writing the checks, I would guess. Speculation, allegedly, but it seems pretty clear when you really do look at all the stuff. So, yeah, she is a mess. I haven't watched her. Now, I will say, back in the day when she was on WBLS, and I'm aging myself again because it was a station in New York City, and she had a show on there. And when Whitney Houston, God bless the dead, came on that show that time, yeah, that was gold. That was radio gold. Let me just say that. Yep, the world knows. And then more people who aren't familiar with that unspoken contract, yeah, that they are now becoming, or their eyes are opening to, like, why is this going on? Like, why is it that um, everything they do, there's an issue. Even case in point, and I'll give those who aren't familiar with it, on Harry's birthday on Wednesday, the 15th last week, there was articles written that the Time 100 pictures, which actually eclipsed Harry's birthday celebration, overshadowed his sister-in-law's event or something she was doing that day. As if they're supposed to coordinate their schedule to make sure that they don't, quote, outshine the ones that are over in the UK. Listen, Harry and Meghan in California doing their thing, the hours behind the UK. So do your lives over there. Just leave them alone. And Kenneth, let me go back to this one. Yes, I appreciate more than words can ever express Tina and Michelle being generous and just giving a shout out for my channel and everything. And Squad was turning up, that's for sure. And they had the challenge of they wanted to see the numbers changing, but I don't have my numbers viewable of subscribers. But I really, they're fam. They're fam. Love them to death. That's true. Australia is part of the Commonwealth. I wonder if they'll ever break away. I always see that they have these things on, well, probably when the Queen passes, but, like most of them. Hi, the homegirl healer. Everybody, if you get a chance, check out my sis, spiritual sis, the homegirl healers channel. She has some dope content. You'll be, it's good inspiration. She puts the foot up your butt if you need it. Thank you for joining. Okay, there you go. You know what I'm talking about. Wendy was a mess, but she had the audience, and I don't know. I'd never got into her TV show. I kind of liked her on the radio, and that might be just because of how I've known her. The royal family wants Harry and Meghan to meet the same fate. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, they do. And, you know, I'll just say this, that energy, that karmic energy they keep putting out is going to come back to them. Every once in a while, we see where people will say, oh, Harry and Meghan are going to get divorced, blah, 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 blah. And I have always responded when I see that on Twitter or whatever, like, you need to be careful what you're saying. And lo and behold, one of the other couples in that family will announce a divorce. And I'm like, see, you're pushing that energy, but it's rebounding back. Be careful of what you say. That's all I'm going to. Oh, Rosa, be thankful that you never did. She's not worth it. I'll look for it. Let's see if I can do this without everything changing on me. I'm gonna go look for it now. Play little tunes for you. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum. Computer's moving slow. Response time is not the best. All right. Let me see if I can do it off of here. Let me try to grab it with my phone, since there are times when copy link, come back in, go to chat, CMS. Come on. Okay. I believe that's it. Double check. That's it. Okay. There you go. I don't know if anybody else is. Let me see. I don't know where I left off. Homegirl Healer channel. There we go. All right. Yeah, cosplay is what you hear a lot of people will call her. It is creepy to me, but oh, and even recently, and I tweeted about that, I think it was yesterday when they made the announcement on the cousin that just had the baby Saturday night, and they announced it on Monday. When we found out on Monday, I believe it was Monday, we found out that when Megan had Lilibet on that Friday, everybody in the UK media lost their minds, and it was just a big, big mess. So it's just amazing how one can do and the other catches. Y'all are. Oh, do I? Maybe I can. Maybe I can make that into a new career or something. My version is better than my singing. I know you will agree on that one, and that is her link. If you all, hopefully, you've seen it, and you can check out her channel, sub. I think she does weekly uploads. Just what we need. I tell you, she's always on time. Excuse me, I agree with you, Dana. I agree with you. No, I didn't see that the baby. Okay. Okay. That's my feelings on that. I don't see how when the father isn't even titled, but okay. Okay, if you say so. That'll really show how biased they are against Megan and her children when they didn't even want Archie. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all gonna get me riled up, and I don't want to get riled up. Lord have mercy. Okay. I was like, I didn't think that her child could have a title. Firstly, the titles come down the father's line, or the father, or the male. Let me put it that way. Titles over there go down the male line. So, being that her father was male, titled, and we're not even going to discuss that one. That's how she got the title, but her children won't because she's going to be like, Anne. Anne's children didn't. Yeah. Phew. He wants to be royal, but that's neither here nor there. So, oh, here's another one. Yay, no title. Oh, did I say that out loud? All right. Any other comments related to anything all the topics that I had discussed earlier or covered earlier? If not, um, oh, he has, let me highlight that if it comes up. Her husband has a title in Italy. Uh-huh. So the child would get his title, or she'll get her father's title or something. Is that how it works? Not that I really care, but okay. My head is ready to explode. Ah, yeah. Okay. Then I was right about that. I've learned so much in the last few years with Megan joining that family. Some that I liked, some that I did not. But, whew, Lord of mercy. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I had to be very careful. And what does that mean? You be very careful. What are you talking about? So that we can all know, and then I'll know whether to yeah, send you to the ethers of the webs, because just put another comment. I'd like to know exactly what you mean by that, because that could be taken many different ways, and hopefully it's not a threat, but just a little bit of a statement. Oh, okay. I got you. Mm, mm-hmm. The things they doing to protect that one there, I just don't know, and I just wonder if his brother, who and if he ever becomes king, or his nephew, if he ever becomes king, what they will do with him, if they'll banish him or whatever. So, all right. Okay. Rah rah shishkamba. Good luck to her with that, because somehow they'll turn it around, and drag our favorites into that. And it's just, why be bothered? Why do all that? Well, they don't want a woman of color and her offspring, but they've got one. And truly, if they go way, way, way back in their line to Queen Charlotte, who we always hear did have African descent, yeah, they can all go kiss my ass. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for clarifying. It was Andrew. He knows a lot of stuff. You mean like the bad stuff on his brothers or whomever? Everybody else knows a lot of bad stuff about him too. Yep, they do. She's not well, she's out of the country. Then that's as good as it's gonna get. She'll forever be in that family and she'll forever be in the history of the family. Although they did change for those that don't know and haven't been that in touch with um the shenanigans, I'll put it that way, of the royal family. They changed Archie's birth certificate and removed Megan's name and just put her title. So anyway, I'm not going to rehash because that'll get me really fired up. Hi, Max, and welcome. Max is also another channel you all should check out. He reviews a lot of the court cases, and he does it as if he's what I say the 13th juror, but he does it from that point of view. So he doesn't really throw in his opinion too much. He just gives you the facts, what's happening in the case, etc. So let me look up his channel really quick. I'm going to give you some music again. So Max has been covering and will be covering the um, sad situation with the young woman that disappeared, and they found what I believe they've determined are her remains. I'm not sure, but there's his channel link that you can check out. Definitely go subscribe to him and follow for any of the other cases. He discussed the Durst case. Um, what's the recent one we just the George Floyd. I hate to say it, but it's really the police officers, and then he'll be covering more when the other police officers get ready for. Yes, he should go to jail, Randy Andy. Oh Lord. Hi to anyone that's joined recently. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You've done a lot as far as encouraging and giving some tips and tricks and all that stuff. He goes live quite often, so if you subscribe, you'll see. I will give this disclaimer, just ignore some of the craziness we might get into on that channel sometimes here or there, but it's all in fun. It's all in fun. That's true, Kenneth. That is very, very true. And she's stunning. I hear people talk about her, oh, and this and that, and she's airbrushed, and she doesn't need to be. I don't know if they should correct that and put her name back on the birth certificate, but we all know that she's his mother, and you know, they'll if not in this time, in another time, that karma's going to come back to them. So oh, I won't even discuss that other one, Candace Owen. Nope, not doing it today. But if no one else has anything else, you know, Max, are you able to talk? I'll be nice because I feel like it's my inaugural live, and I know I'm catching people when they're on the lunch. Yeah, and that speaks volumes right there. Oh, okay. That speaks volumes right there. So she is, and You know, those pictures of the BBC employee who released the picture of the monkey when Archie, yeah. So there's a lot of different things, and not once has anybody in that family spoken up. Okay, cool. So it is what it is. We know. Those that need to know, know. And as long as everybody has their eyes wide open, you just don't fall for the gaslighting that comes out of the UK. And that is slowly emerging into the US media. So, hi and welcome. I'm glad you were able to join. Hopefully, you'll listen to the replay. I'm not sure why little babies or children could be a threat to them. Um, you know, it is true when you hear the comedians say that they do act as if their pigment is so, darker. And it's just not the case. And so, yeah, love on the babies. Wow. In Zimbabwe. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I am blown away by that. Thank you. Wow. You think it's just Charles running the show? Oh, okay. I think the three of them, although I think she gets vetoed a lot, but I think it's a it's coordinated effort, put it that way. It's a lot of households, a lot of palaces, a lot of this or that involved. Oh, thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we have Saturday for Sussex Saturday to look forward to, and I hope any of you that just joined, you will be able to listen to the replay. I appreciate all those who were able to join the live, and as I stated earlier, I have content that's not just Sussex related. So Talk Tuesday, I covered, several different topics or 7 different situations. Jaheim with his arrest, talked about just the Flip Wilson and correlation to how he was able to just be the comedian and not that he was changing minds type of thing. And then Toxic Tom was another topic. And Ralph Blaine Smith. Definitely check out his story. The link on the Jaheim story is in the description, and then the one for Ralph Blaine Smith is also in there. And then of course, we did the rest in peace to AJ Johnson. So I we will be discussing, yeah, we're gonna just kind of touch on that on Saturday, but they are traveling. I guess they're off paternity leave, and that's a good thing for us. So I want to thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for joining. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Don't work too hard if you're working, or have a good evening if you're in another time zone. And as I always say, be well and wear a mask. Thanks, everybody. Love y'all. And thanks again on the 1,000 subs.